Times is a newsletter homage to highlights. I don't know if they are in publication anymore. I hope they are. They might just be online now, like FSView. Farewell, FSView, and say hello to the End Times. And it's a satirical take on these Christian apocalyptic, but I also feel like every religion has their sort of the end of the world, the end times, even in the secular sense, like 2012. And obviously riff on the New York Times as well. But it's this idea of understanding kind of what era that we're living in. I know in the art history world or the performance world, we learn of all the eras throughout the decades, and it's something that folks often ask, like, what era are we in now? And so it's like echoing back to those sentiments of like, these are the end times. But what does that exactly look like? And how do we activate that, or how can I dissect that from a literary arts stance? So it's a mix of homage and trying to pinpoint where we are right now to provide a space for folks to inquire with a critical mind of the times that we're in. It's not black and white. It could be gray. This just in. These are the end times. My question is, are we being pushed online to just get our news there? Is there still any sort of value in the printed word, the written word, to avoid this whole religious idea of like, we have to be one thing or the other? It's like, how do we blend both the worlds of online news versus printed news, and even before the printed news that was word of mouth? So these are sort of all ideas that I'd like to play with. And by play, I mean not really having an end goal, but really just enjoy the experience. Could it reveal wider issues as far as the end of print and the birth of online news, which is just death? Government killing freedom since 3000 BC. I do want to play with this idea of a metaphor of ending the physical print and just uploading, like ending our physical lives, our very tangible lives. You know, we do so much with these bodies, and I think perhaps ending and cutting off physical print is a metaphor for ending our physical lives. And I don't know about you, but I got some more living to do with this body. And these end times is really just taking a pause. We're not completely online right now, and we're not completely in the physical world as it is. We do have our phones, but in this kind of a gray space, this gray area, let's be critical of where we came from and towards where we're going. It doesn't need to become all the way digital. And so just stamping these as the end times, as a play on words, perhaps as a way to look back at what connects us to history. And we've always had our physical selves. Oh, finally, a newspaper I can trust. Wait a second. Jam is exploitive, performative, fake, and rude. Well, that's not really nice now, is it?